Everyone, welcome back for day 2 of the Magical Business Initiation. So today we are talking about how to stabilize your monthly revenue by becoming so in demand that you can finally start that super sexy waitlist of dream clients and never worry where the next one is coming from. And the main topic under all of these is like the secret is in your clients. And the secret is in the thoughts that you have about your clients. Okay, so this live today is going to be specifically for those of you who are online business owners, spiritual entrepreneurs, who are starting to feel resentful that people aren't signing up for your offer, or you are working so hard and it's making you feel very resentful, whether that's working really hard to please clients or you're working really hard to bring clients in. And maybe you're even feeling a little needy right now, needy for better clients or just needy for even more clients. And where we are going to be moving you into is feeling in a space of being powerful. So you know exactly how to get clients, how to become in demand, and you're also going to start feeling more relaxed, because when you can actually feel as though that process is in power, you don't have this graspy, needy resentment. Okay, so let's dive in. But before we do, just a reminder that Monetize Your Magic, my 8-week program for getting to financial stability in your online business, closes Friday. So today's a great day to join. We'll talk about that later. But for now, back to how to actually become so in demand that you can finally start that super sexy wait list of dream clients. So mistakes I see that people do with this is, first of all, you're holding on to limiting beliefs about your clients. Okay? This is really, really key. It sounds super basic, but this is such a key to what could actually be holding you back from having the clients, whether that's the amount of clients you want to have or the kinds of clients that you want to have, okay? So, so much to say here. What you want to do right now is identify, okay? You can sit right now and identify, who am I attracting now? Okay? Who am I attracting now? Who do I want to attract? And see what the gap is in between your thinking. So when you're thinking about who you're attracting right now as clients, what are you thinking about them? Are you thinking these people are fucking awesome, I feel so blessed to have them? Or are you thinking, I just wish they made more money, I wish they didn't have so many objections, why is everyone who comes to me not ready to make an investment? Why is it that everyone who comes to me is inconsistent with showing up and doing the work? I'm doing my part, but they're not. I'm afraid that the people who hire me are going to drain me and are going to suck energy from me. And I'm afraid I'm not going to get them results. I'm afraid that they're not going to get results and blame me. So this should be a serious thought download that you can do after this 20-minute call we're here for. But really do that thought download on what are the limiting beliefs that you have about your clients and potential clients, okay? Because your thoughts about them is what is actually blocking you from bringing them in. Yes, on an energetic level, but also on the very practical level of the thoughts that you're thinking about your clients will translate into the copy that you're writing in sales posts. It is going to translate in how often that you're showing up into your email list, on your YouTube channel, onto Instagram, okay? So really, really practical here. Do that actual deep dive. So first mistake I see with this, as a recap, holding limited beliefs about your clients. Okay. The second mistake I see people making around this is selling the program instead of the transformation. Okay. Let's say that you now have a bright and fuzzy, amazing, empowered view and perception of your clients. The next big barrier around this is you're selling the program instead of the transformation. We've talked about this before. If you listen to my podcast, we've talked about this before. But people never buy your program. They never hire you. They never hire your modality. They're always coming to you because of the transformation that they want to have. A lot of people will use the metaphor of you're not buying the plane to Hawaii, they're buying the trip, the destination of getting to Hawaii as that metaphor. People aren't hiring you because of the program. They don't care whether it's 6 months or 4 months. They don't care whether it is $10,000, $50,000, or $2,000. They care first and foremost of, will you actually be able to get them to the end result that they want? So of course, you need to be fucking clear on what the transformation is that you give to people. So many even fairly established online business owners aren't aware of this. They're only piecing together the 3D reality aspects of a program. They're only communicating that. So big mistake, you're selling the program or the offer instead of the transformation, okay? Or like, here, I have so many metaphors today. You're selling the hammer instead of the fact that someone just wants a picture hung up. Selling the tool instead of the end result of wanting that picture hung up on a wall with a nail. Okay, third mistake is bringing resentful energy to marketing. Okay, this is again, being entitled to the yes. If you do not enjoy marketing or do not enjoy the fact that people need to trust you and get to know you and get a feel for you before they buy, you are going to have a very hard time actually getting clients and actually being able to get to the point where you have a wait list. People and coaches and course creators and service providers who are always selling, not from like a really hustly like buy for me, but from the sense of they're always promoting their work and talking about the transformation of their work and sharing testimonials of their work. Those are the people who have really long wait lists. Like one of my 7-figure clients, multiple 7-figure clients, she starts marketing her mastermind program a year and a half in advance in her mind. She's already thinking about the next round, the next launch, the next 2 launches from now. She's thinking about how right now there's 20 people who are joining her mastermind, but in 3 rounds, she wants to have 100 people joining her mastermind. So she is selling as if she's selling to 100 or 200 people. That means you have to actually be promoting it all of the time. So first and foremost, you need to get over your fucking resentment towards marketing and promotion. So huge mistake is not dealing with the negative energy and the negative thoughts that you have around marketing and promotion. Because if you do want that super sexy waitlist, you can't just be sitting around and la-di-dying. Like, yes, you can have a successful business while being in the super relaxed, receptive yogi mode. But if you actually want that big waitlist of clients, you do need to be talking about it often and excitedly. Like, get fucking turned on by your offer, okay? So what do we actually want to do instead? As a recap, our mistakes were holding limited beliefs about your clients. It was selling the program or the offer instead of the transformation. And then bringing negative or resentful energy to your marketing, okay? So what do we actually want to do instead? What we want to do instead is realize that you actually have the power to create dream clients, okay? You have the power to create dream clients. When you're showing up to your marketing with these limited thoughts and beliefs about your clients and customers and potential clients and your audience, that is what actually you're eliciting from them. Again, not just because we're fucking powerful magicians that create our reality, but also in the actions that we take and how we are, like the impact that our thoughts have on the actions that we take and how we write and how we show up and what we say. So what is the flip of that? The flip is that you have the power to create your dream clients, okay? You can actually, once you actually transition those thoughts into being like, first of all, who do I fucking want to work with? Who would be a dream to work with? Maybe for you, that is people who are ready to pay in full and jump on a call with you immediately. They don't even need a sales call. Maybe you want people who are used to investing and they're completely comfortable investing. Maybe they're people who already know what their problems are and they already know that you're the person who wants to fix it and they've already done all of the spiritual work. Or maybe you want complete newbies, but you being really clear on who your dream people are, that's your number one, okay? Then from there, only talk to those people. This is a really common mistake. if you have an audience of any kind, or people DMing you, or people that you meet even who aren't even like talking to you, but you see in whatever your craft is, you see maybe you're a graphic designer and you see a shitty website that's clearly not converting, or but they're in a niche that you don't like. So you start talking about them in your social media posts about how this website, how to actually make it better. Or maybe you have a client who's not your ideal client, but you have them as a client right now and you want completely different clients. You start hearing their questions and answering their questions in social media. Like, oh, my client just asked me how to get their first sale in their business. But you want to be working with established business owners? You are talking to the wrong person. I hope that's making sense. Like, you want to be super clear on who you're talking to in your posts and only talk to those people. Like, maybe you need to print out a picture of who your ideal client, and every time you're about to write something or record a video or go live, you think about that person. It's like, is this topic relevant and attractive to this person? Or am I falling into the habit of talking to the wrong person? Okay? When you do that, you're actually creating dream clients. So the other side of this is all of us have really shitty parts of ourselves and really amazing parts of ourselves. And I'm not even saying shitty in a negative way of we need to repress those things. But you may have a client who in some situations, they're ready to pay in full. And in other situations, they have a bunch of objections and questions and want the payment plan and they want for a refund. Like, I've been both people, and I bet you have too, where you have been acted amazingly for one service provider and shitty to another service provider. And it was actually because of their energy and how they were, the boundaries that they had and the actions that they were taking, that actually elicited different things in you. So knowing that, you can do that exact same thing to your potential clients, to your audience. So the words that you use and the phrases can actually elicit very positive elements out of people. You can actually define an archetype for someone to step into that is more empowered than where they currently are. And suddenly, not only are you making a transformation before they ever step on a call with you or hire you, and they're actually a positive, empowered transformation, but you're essentially training them on how they should be acting with you. If you want the people to be paying in full, you have to train people that's why, what are the benefits of that? And there are, like, you can come at, like, you don't have to, you're the person who is a fuck yes to stepping into this. You're not gonna step back. I'm not gonna go into examples. If there are any questions, please go that, because I went a little bit deeper than that than I was planning on, because that was only number one of what to do instead. So our second one of what to do instead is you want to sell the transformation and the destination, or even the identity. So what you don't want to do is sell the program or the offer or the vehicle of their transformation. You want to sell the transformation, the destination, or the identity. Okay? So if you want people who are ready to become, in one of my programs, it's become the visionary CEO, where you have scalable offers and you have a team supporting you, so you're only in your zone of genius. Like, that's an end result. I'm not talking at all that this is a 4-month program and we do weekly group coaching calls and you learn about copywriting and you learn about whatever. Like, that's not what I just said there. Like, you can become the visionary CEO who has a team supporting them, who's only working in their zone of genius. Like, this is a destination. So when you're actually able to lean on the transformation instead of the nuts and bolts, yes, you will mention the nuts and bolts of a program, the features, but actually selling with that transformation is how you actually build that in-demand wait list, okay? And then our third one of what to do instead is to appreciate how lucky we are to market in this day and age, okay? Realize how lucky you are to market in this day and age. Sure, like, you see the documentaries about social media and how fucked up it is and how it's really messing with our brains and our mental health. That is one side of it, for sure. But if you can sit with the truth that we are so fucking lucky to be marketing in this day and age, it's going to help you get out of resenting your marketing and really leaning in to the opportunity that you have right now. Because look back 100 years, like people had to pay a lot of money to be featured in newspapers or radio shows. Okay? I should have done my little timeline. Maybe it wasn't 100 years ago, maybe it was 60 years ago. But it used to be that you had to pay for advertising in magazines or newspapers, or pay for advertising on radios, or paid to be featured in a newspaper or on a radio show. Or you had to print a bunch of flyers and actually go out and put it out. And now we have free Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Clubhouse. It is really cheap to put up a website. There are now drag and drop builders for everything. There's Canva. So you don't even need to hire a graphic designer. We are so fucking lucky right now with the amount of technology that we have. And if you can lean into the fact of how lucky you are and appreciate that, you're actually able to dissolve that resentment around marketing and having to market. Where before you were only able to reach hundreds of people and it costs you quite a bit of money, now you get to reach tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people for free. So we are so fucking lucky, and you being in that energy of appreciation is what's going to actually allow you to show up and dissolve resentment. Okay? So quick recap: mistakes were holding limiting beliefs about your clients, selling the program or offer instead of the transformation, bringing resentful energy into your marketing. And what we want to be doing instead is realizing that you actually have the power to create your dream clients. And we went on a bit of a tangent on how exactly to do that. Sell the transformation or the identity of the transformation that will provide them. And then appreciate how lucky you are to be in this age with the marketing that we have. The capacity to be visible and seen and reach a bunch of people right now. So if you are craving support around this, enrollment for Monetize Your Magic is open now. And this is specifically for spiritual entrepreneurs, for online service providers who have been either plateauing at their income, or they just aren't making enough money or as much money as they want to be making. Okay? This is the exact process that I went through back in 2019, both marketing strategy, business strategy, and mindset and magic, to go from to triple my income by going. I was like $3,500 a month for years in my business to 10K months, and now way more than that in the business. And this is the exact process and breakthroughs that I went through in order to do that. So that program is open this week. We close on Friday. If you want to join, we start on Monday. So like, this is last fucking call. Really excited to have you guys in for that. And what we're actually diving into with that is how to actually market your offers in a way that makes your ideal clients and customers feel excited to pay you. It's how to lead sales calls and price your work or raise your prices with exact scripts, exact templates on how to do that. It is discovering how to work with planetary energy and actually do planetary ritual magic and meditations. And if you're not familiar with that, we have a couple podcasts on planetary magic. It is super fucking out there and woo-woo, but it's also the oldest form of magic that humans have used by connecting with the night sky. But that's an aside. And then it's also about getting out of the feast or famine roller coaster in your business by creating a monthly marketing cycle that is completely unique to your business. This is not like a formula cookie cutter thing. This is how you actually tap into your own energy, your own magic, and create your own marketing cycle from there. And it includes review and looking through metrics and how do you actually make decisions going forward. So this is really how you step into that CEO energy and not just become a cookie cutter clone of other people's businesses. In short, by the end of this experience, you'll learn how to make the consistent revenue that you've been craving. Okay? So there's also 60-minute weekly calls with me every single week. For the next 10 people who join, you get a one-on-one call with me, a 45-minute one-on-one session with me, which, I mean, I charge a pretty penny for. So this is an epic bonus, and we'll actually dive into your business, where you're at and where your blocks might lie. There's also email scripts for raising prices, announcing new offers, planetary magic rituals that you can actually dive into. And for those who have already joined early access to Monetize Your Magic, we've already been getting insane feedback on it. A woman who went through only 2 of the modules, she has for years hasn't been profitable in her business. So she's been breaking even, just making enough to cover expenses. And she's become profitable for the first time in years. It's like, I mean, this stuff can happen so fucking fast. I mean, that's how it was for me. I made a few of these shifts and actually acted on things and tapped into magic. And it was a 3-month process for me to go from years and years of $3,500 a month, then to 10K months and beyond. Like a fucking light bulb turned on. So very excited to have people joining this week. Check it out at thedirtyalchemy.com/MYM, or just go to the link in bio. And feel free to DM me. It's The Dirty Alchemy. So just at The Dirty Alchemy. Feel free to DM me with any of your questions. Happy to answer them. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow. So if you haven't noticed, this was, I'm coming on Instagram Live every day this week for the magical business initiation with Instagram Lives every day to go through these trainings to really create breakthroughs in each of these elements. So I will see you tomorrow for our next one. And until then, aloha, and thanks for being here with me.